Hello and welcome to another Weather Guy video. Today is a bit of a longer episode covering multiple topics. We will be going over the current radar, California mountains seeing feet of snow, Winter Storm Pearl named by the Weather Channel, the Weather Channel's predicted snowfall, National Weather Service watches and warnings currently, the European model, the NAM model, and then on to COVID-19. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, turn on the bell for notifications so you never miss another Weather Guy video, and stay tuned for all this information. First up, we have the current radar. There's a system that moved off the coast of the United States this morning that is now in Nova Scotia, Canada. We also have some showers in the south, but most of the severe showers, aka thunderstorms, are in Oklahoma, Texas, and parts nearby those areas like Louisiana. Then you have out west, you have a upper level low spinning and creating this really messy situation in California. A lot of snow in the upper elevations, rain in areas on the coast like Sacramento, San Francisco, even LA and San Diego. Then you also have some other disturbances in Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, and in the northwest as well. And some showers in the southeast as well. The Weather Channel has recently named Winter Storm Pearl. Now, this storm will be affecting the upper elevations of California and the rest of the Rocky Mountains, as well as moving to the plains as a possible blizzard. We could see some areas of 5 to 8 to 8 to 12 inches of snow in these purple regions, with the darkest purples being 12 to 18 inches. Most of the Midwest will be seeing between 3 to 5 and 5 to 8 inches, with some areas getting less than that, but not many places getting more than that, especially in Nebraska. You're going to be seeing that 5 to 8, possibility of 8 to 12, but very unlikely. In the Rockies, it all depends on where you are in as elevation-wise goes. You can even see a speck there of 18 to 24 inches of snow in Colorado. But mostly you're going to be seeing between that 5 to 18 inch range overall. The National Weather Service has posted watches and warnings for this storm. In California and Oregon, there are some winter storm warnings. In California, there's also winter weather advisories across certain counties. In Arizona, there's winter weather advisories as well as winter storm warnings in certain counties. Winter storm warnings are these pinks, winter weather advisories is the purples, and winter storm watches are these blue colors. So we have winter storm watches in South Dakota, Colorado, and New Mexico, winter weather advisories in aforementioned California, Arizona, also Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, and Nebraska. And winter storm warnings in Oregon, California, Arizona, Nebraska, and Wyoming. As well as we have blizzard warnings. Now, a blizzard is when there's blowing snow with constant wind rates of 30 miles an hour or more for 3 hours straight. Now, there are blizzard warnings, which means that a blizzard is likely to happen, not 100% chance, but likely, in Wyoming and Nebraska. Now, I am on Pivotal Weather, a different model platform. I'm on the European model at the moment, so let's click through this, see what's going to happen. So right now our low pressure is off the coast of California. It's going to move onto the shore of Mexico and move up through California and Arizona, then into the plains, where we have the aforementioned snow in Northern California, as well as in areas of Southern California and then Arizona, where Southern California and Arizona will also be seeing some pretty decent rainfall as well. Then that continues to move north and east. Then we have some snow in Colorado, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico. Then we kind of get this backward C shape, where there's going to be snow on the back end with rain out in front. You also have this little system that's part of this in the northeast with some northern snow, but mostly rain. And you also have this light snow and rain up north. Then this storm continues to decrease in pressure, which means that it's increasing as storm strength goes from 998 millibars to 994. And this is where we could possibly get our blizzard conditions right here. Very heavy snowfall, as well as very strong winds. These isobars here, which is areas of equal pressure, are very close, indicating that there is strong winds in these areas. Specifically, let's actually circle that. Specifically indicated in red, right about here. So that is where we could see some blizzard conditions. That's also correlating to where the National Weather Service has put their blizzard warnings. Now let's continue to move along. We have this continuation of that snowfall, but the low actually increases in pressure, which means that is a decreasing in strength. But we can still see some strong winds around the back end, but now that snow is really moved toward the east. Let's continue on. Then you have this line of thunderstorms here too. Rain in the northeast primarily, as the low pressure is really far away from the northeast. So you're really not going to get any snow unless you're in high elevations. But then you also have this snow on the back end in a pretty much straight line. That's going to continue moving into Canada. And then we have a continuation of that. And then it just continues to move off with this line of thunderstorms here. Possibly very strong thunderstorms along this line. And that just ends up dissipating, moving off the coast. And overall, our total accumulated snowfall is, let's just go right here. It's pretty similar to what the Weather Channel says. So pretty much that 3 to 5 inch range in this strip. Canada is higher amounts. Then you also have the area of 5 to 8 in Nebraska. Some areas higher in the Rockies, as well as some 8 to 12 in the Sierra Nevadas in California. But pretty much that same type of thing as the Weather Channel is predicting. We could see some extra snowfall in the UP of Michigan, but that's one isolated area. But generally, the Weather Channel is correlating with the European model. Now let's go to the NAM 12 kilometer model on tropical tidbits. So right now we're going to see that high dumping storm continue in California, where they've seen maybe 4 feet of snow and still accumulating. And then we see that storm system move onto the coast. And we also see this storm system here develop. So as this is coming on the shore, this system is moving into the northeast as that primarily rain storm. We can see that the northeast is getting affected. Then you also have that lighter precipitation in the northern regions. as well as our system starting to move out into the plains. Then you have that strip of snow developing in here. Then you have that same pretty much area of heavy snowfall over here. It's just not really depicting it the same. And then it continues to move off, again gaining strength up here in Canada, and then moving off the coast. Now, we're going to look at the winds with this platform here. So we're going to go to forecast hour 0, and now we're going to see this storm come onto the coast right there, that low in the right corner of your screen. Then it comes to right about here. Then we come into this area where it's really not showing. We need that 30-mile-an-hour range for 3 hours, which is this in between green and yellow color here. We're really not going to get that in the areas that are indicated here. We could see some 20-mile-an-hour gusts, but according to the NAM 12-kilometer model, we're not going to see that. Now this is also within 60 hours, so let's see what the NAM 3-kilometer model shows. The NAM 3-kilometer model is showing some stronger areas of wind in here, just not for very long periods of time. So let's go back to the 12-kilometer model and go to total positive snow depth change. Significantly less snow in the plains. It is showing this storm producing more snow further north than the low pressure. The low pressure is going to be going about right here. So this area in Nebraska, the NAM 12-kilometer model is showing significantly less snow than the European model. Still those higher amounts in the Rockies, some snow amounts in the Northeast, very minimal. But this is showing high snow totals in North Dakota, Minnesota, and then into Canada. Let's compare that to here, where the higher snow totals are in the Rockies, and in Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, UP of Michigan, then into Canada. Now on to COVID-19. COVID-19 is a respiratory disease that is affecting the populace and has its greatest impacts in the elderly and those with compromised immune systems. The highest cases are in Washington with 708, New York with 669, and California with 369. To prevent the spread, please wash your hands, socially distance yourself, and take vitamins and anything that you do to prevent yourself from getting either the flu or the cold, and most likely you will prevent the spread of COVID-19, or at least prevent yourself from getting it. Now, COVID-19 can be spread by one person to 40 people at the most, which means that it spreads faster than the flu, and that is extremely dangerous, especially since many people, especially younger people, may not even know that they have it, but yet they're spreading it to 40 people. This is what's been happening in Washington, California, and New York. When it says community transmission, it means that one person in the community got it, they spread it to the rest of the community just by themselves and others in the community, and it kind of forms bubbles of high cased areas. This is what happened specifically in New York and New Rochelle, and it also happened on the cruise ships. I think the cruise ship was called the Diamond Princess, where they had like 50 cases. So as long as you take preventative measures, you'll be just fine, but I know it's put a damper on many people's lives, especially young children who have had to stay home from school, which might be a blessing to some, but ultimately it's away from the norm, and that might be difficult for some people. And it has also canceled sports, which is a form of entertainment. So if you're bored, like I think a channel on YouTube is doing like a quarantine marathon. Like, people are trying to find forms of entertainment for themselves, and maybe you watch this video and you stumble upon this video, and for that, thank you very much. Just try to prevent the spread, lessen the curve, and we'll be over this sooner rather than later. And hopefully we can limit the death rate, and we can limit the case rate, make them all go down, plunge, and hopefully we can eradicate this soon. One way you can strengthen your immune system, wash up and keep clean, and kill germs and viruses, and arm yourself inside and out, is through Shaklee. These products are all natural and provide you with nature's best. They strengthen your immune system, they can provide you with nutrition, there's weight loss programs, beauty products, sports products, and also your general around the house items. These are all available on the website, and they're also available through providers around the country, and you can get them through multiple resources, and overall you can be healthier and be a healthier you. This is not a paid sponsorship. This is just something that I use, and I have never gotten the flu before, and this is the reason why. This really strengthens your immune system, really helps you fight off diseases, and it's been proven to fight off other coronavirus strands that have come through the years. So I highly recommend Shaklee, and hopefully you like it as well if you try it. That is it for this weather guide video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell so you never miss another weather guide video. And I'll see you guys next time.